This is the funeral house of 17-year-old Sahana, who committed suicide after failing her O-level exams recently. Sahana's tragic death has sent shockwaves in Kampala, as her relatives and neighbors say they cannot accept this bright student taking her own life. Pouring kerosene and setting herself ablaze, Sahana is yet another victim of exam pressure. Having ambitions of becoming a doctor, Sahana's loss is deeply felt by her family members, who say that this young student had always topped her class. Science student Sahana had continuously encouraged her parents that she would pass with flying colors and enter medical school. Her parents, who had also placed their high hopes on this young girl, had depended on Sahana to come home with a high score sheet. However, all hopes were dashed when Sahana's O-level results were released. Unable to bear the brunt of failure, Sahana had gone into a sudden depression. Unable to continue her life anymore, Sahana waited one morning for her parents and sister to leave home for some work. Taking a kerosene bottle, she entered the washroom behind her house and set herself ablaze. Neighbors who saw smoke emerging from the washroom broke open to find the young girl burning.
Mama, I entered the katakara. Kaya was the base mama. Ah, base, metana dumagia. Dumagia base, mama dore kadala gattamte. Base, ya primo etla dibbi. Base, the sirdala, wala ma saginigia dennik.
Sahana was rushed to hospital immediately, but died a few days later.
ஒரு ஆசிரியர் என்ற ரீதியிலே இந்த மாணவியினுடைய இந்த அகால மரணமானது மிகவும் மனவருத்தக்குரிய ஒரு விடயமாக இருக்கின்ற இந்த நிலையில்
As a teacher, I'm really disappointed what has happened to this girl. It's really sad, but I feel there are a lot of issues behind this. Parents and teachers and society expects a lot from these children. I think teachers have a responsibility not just to teach, but to tell these children about society. Sri Lanka is not the only country where students commit suicide to exam pressure. One of the countries where the matter is now being seriously addressed is India, where a large number of students commit suicide after failing their exams. A story which received large publicity in the Indian media is the story of a 14-year-old boy who committed suicide for his failure to get high marks.
I feel as though he will still come back. I feel I will hear his voice from the window or outside the door. I still can't believe that we buried him with our own hands.
A world of opportunities awaited Ankit Raj, but his world revolved around just two words: pass and fail. At an early age, he knew that his identity was linked with his mark sheet. After failing his Class 7 exams, he decided to end his life. Ankit was just 14. His parents never saw the warning signs. And for those who've lost a child, there's always the one big regret: pressure, the pressure to do well.
सब पेरेंट्स सोचते हैं कि हमसे ऊंचे ओहदे पे हमारे बच्चे जाएं, पर सबके सपने पूरे नहीं होते. ठीक है, अगर हम ज्यादा पढ़े लिखे, हमारे बच्चा कम है, तो उसको किसी और लाइन में डालें जहां उनका इंटरेस्ट बनता है.
While our society expects children to be bright, little does it realize that by placing such high hopes in a little child can lead to disaster when the reality of failure finally strikes.